was May, and the outside of Kyle's office was overrun with weeds. At this point, it wasn't supposed to be a total makeover, but rather a few good hours in the dirt. And sure, we could have used chemicals, but we wanted to avoid them as much as possible. And the harder you work for something, the greater you feel when you achieve it. And with the enclosed portion tidied up, we could move on to the perimeter of the building.
All this green is going to get taken off. It's going to be so clean.
Finishing up felt so satisfying, and we wondered where else could we improve. And that's around the time my dad came over and taught us how to build a stone patio, since sand kept tracking in through the back door. He works at a quarry and has an interesting method for quick, unique patios from scratch. You lay down cardboard, puzzle piece in broken blocks of stone, create a border, and fill it in with smaller stones, like this.
Got that.
I'll show you in a moment, but as it was wrapping up, we began to take on another step, installing lattice and creating a space for plants and lights to hang. And we had a little cookout to celebrate the progress of the yard. This was our first little picnic of the warm season, and we did it old school, with burgers, beans, watermelon, corn, and potato salad. Everyone was so happy. And then on to day 2. It began with cleaning up a bit, and then adding big leafy plants that made the area feel more lively and tropical. The office is located in the middle of town and surrounded by commercial sites. It can get really hectic, and this was the beginning of making our space more private and serene. I think it's important to make the best of what you have, and being in this kind of situation really cranks your creative gears. I have to hand it to Kyle. He was the one who pioneered each step. And we kept getting visits from the neighbor's new pup, Charlie, reminding us to take a break now and then. Taking a step back at the end of a few tasks, you could really see how things were coming along. And then one of my favorite parts started, planting vegetables and flowers all over the place. beds were looking nice and clear, so we dove back into weeding. We had one more tough side to do, and the sun was scorching, so we'd get sidetracked by hanging more plants and adding some more screws. It can be hard to focus on one thing at a time when there's so much to do and so much anticipation. We built this greenhouse for the cabin, but for this summer, it made more sense to have it at the office. So the next day, we began to chip away at the greenhouse. Kyle would build shelves, and I'd prepare more vegetables and herbs. I'm getting really into herbalism, and this project has been a huge help.
Like we could put the heater could just gonna be a simple handy dandy ruler.
Incense stick. Not bad.
Foot long 2x4. Oh my god. Because this isn't enough mounting points.
And it felt so nice to be out in the sun and the breeze after spending multiple days working from a desk. It's good to get your hands dirty from time to time and breathe fresh air. And in perfect timing, the rain came to nurture the new plants. Things are looking pretty good now. Also, always remember to give your tall, viney plants, like peas and beans, a space to crawl up. You can squeeze it right against the wall. And now I'll show you what it looked like at the end of the week. It It's so fun to create the things that you wish existed. And if you want to see how the greenhouse is coming along, make sure to subscribe. I've got tons of cool things in the works right now.